During his speech at the Tory party conference this week, Chancellor George Osborne made yet another surprise announcement about pensions, and specifically how they were going to be treated on death. We're going to have to wait until the 3rd of December for the full details, but here's a quick summary of what we know so far. Under current rules, if you die before the age of 75 and you have untouched pensions, then the whole sum can be passed tax-free to whomever you wish. However, if you started to draw money from your pension via income drawdown, then the fund will be hit by an eye-watering 55% tax charge if you want to leave it to anyone other than your spouse. If you die after the age of 75, then any remaining fund is automatically stung by the 55% tax charge regardless of whether you've touched it or not, again, if paid to anyone other than your spouse. The 55% tax charge was set at this punitive level as a way of discouraging intergenerational transfers, since the government argued that the tax breaks available to pensions should only be enjoyed by the original owner. Which is why it came as something of a shock that Mr. Osborne announced that he's scrapping the 55% tax charge. Assuming the plans go through as expected, from April next year, if you die before the age of 75, regardless of whether you've touched any of your pension fund or not, the entire sum can be paid tax-free to your beneficiaries. If you're over 75 when you die, then the money will pass tax-free to your beneficiaries as a pension fund, but they will have to pay income tax when they draw on it, typically at a rate of 20% or 40%. If they choose to receive a lump sum rather than an income, the tax will be 45%, although this should come down from 2016. This really is a seismic shift in the policy, and one that's been widely welcomed by everyone, other than the annuity providers of course, who take yet another kicking. It does mean, however, that some people will need to look again at their retirement income strategies, as pensions have suddenly gone from being one of the worst possible ways of passing on wealth to potentially one of the best. So, watch this space.